Good morning and welcome to the Asshole Book Club. Today I'm gonna continue my what? No, I'm not connecting my Gmail to that douchebag. I'm doing the races and subraces from D&D, Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition Racial Handbook by Supreme Slayer. Not much more to it than that, so I figured today we would go directly to the 3 subraces available, because, why not? And there's only 3. And since I decided to do these 3 at a time, I figured that would be perfect. We have 2 dwarven-related subraces and 1 gnome-related one, so that's fun. It's a good day for the dwarf players. The first one sounds pretty cool, actually. I don't usually play dwarves, but I don't know. This one's kind of nice. They're called Azerbloods. And the little... If you don't know what an Azer is, they're those bronze fire dwarf dudes from the Fire Plane. The little description on it says, whether directly or perhaps distantly, these dwarves carry the blood of Azer, a race of flame-wreathed dwarves from the elemental plane of fire. Azer are well known for their mastery of the blacksmith craft, as well as their hot and long-burning tempers. Azer blood are often much the same, though their diluted blood leaves them only with fiery-colored hair rather than a mane of actual flames. Interesting. The Azerblood subrace has the dwarf traits from the player's handbooks, plus the subrace traits below. Your wisdom score is increased by 1. Your base walking speed increases to 30 feet. Once you reach 3rd level, you can cast Heat Magic once per long rest with Wisdom as your spellcasting ability for it, and you can speak, read, and write Ignin. Interesting that they don't get fire resistance. I would trade the increased speed for that, honestly. Like, fire resistance is better. Alright. Next one down the list are half-dwarves, which really should be in the base game. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird that only half-elves are a thing. The offspring of a human and a dwarf, half-dwarves are bred as workers for a distant empire for their uncanny ability to work days on end with minimal rest. The first half-dwarves were sterile, unable to have children of their own. That's what sterile means. But as the generations grew, whether by genetics or interference of a higher power, they became a sustainable race unto themselves. They resemble short, dense, mostly hairless humans. Interesting. And while they're often cold to others, they form a bond. When they form a bond, they are fiercely loyal. Your ability scores, you get 1 increased by 1 of your choice, so that's nice. They only live like 50 years, so that's pretty upsetting. And they have the tireless trait. You have advantage on constitution ability checks and saving throws made against exhaustion. Okay. In addition, you only need to sleep for 8 hours once every 72 hours, but must follow all normal rules for a long rest. Not that great, honestly, but I guess you also get whatever dwarves get, so that's fun. I don't know. I wouldn't play them. I don't normally play a dwarf, though. Let me know down below if you would play an Azerblood or a half-dwarf. Next on the list is the gnome subrace. And I've actually played a few gnomes, so they're usually fun. I enjoy magic resistance. Being a character that people can throw up buildings is kind of fun as well. Chaos gnomes. These gnomes are naturally infused with the power of chaos, and they seemingly have limitless supply of spunk, charisma, and energy. Okay. These gnomes find probability, chance, and randomness extremely exciting concepts, often pushing the envelope to see what odds they can beat. They are mostly indistinguishable from other gnomes save for their hair and eyes. Chaos gnomes' eyes change color with their mood, and their hair color ranges from deep purple to bright orange. That's not that crazy. Gnomes have varying hair colors. They're a very colorful race because they're directly connected to the Feywild. The traits you get is an increase by 1 to your charisma score. You get an ability called Tip the Scales, which gives you the True Strike cantrip. Isn't that one of, like, the worst cantrips in the game? I don't know why you would want that. And then you get Luck of Chaos. When you roll an ability check and do not roll a 1, you can choose to re-roll that ability check and must take the new result. You make this choice after you see the roll, but before you know the result. Once you have used this trait, you cannot use it again until you finish a long rest. Huh. Alright, well, relatively short episode this time around. Let me know down below if you would play any of these Subraces. And also, if you would like, you can comment other D&D stuff you would like to see, you know? I have 2 documents on magic items and monsters. Subclasses are always a thing. People are always trying to make new base classes, somewhat unsuccessfully, but we can see, you know? It's in the air. Anyway, if you made it this far, which shouldn't be too far at all, please like, subscribe, comment whatever you want, really, and have a good day. Hey,